Okay, we've got Dragon Age Origins streaming once more. Oh, this is called a long play. I need to start tagging that. These are long plays. Yeah, no one cares. You know, it really does seem like Alistair should be here.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice, then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
Whoa, what was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I've heard an Orlesian ballad about something like this. A beauty trapped in a dream. In the song, Belisa never wakes up.
Your pretty friend here is making me nervous, Warden. How's this even possible? The place must truly be haunted. Yes, Warden.
The world is full. Isn't it, though?
Careful! I think they've seen us!
What?
You should run while you can.
It has begun.
Take that! That's how it is then.
I will not fail.
Damn skeletons. It's like they just pop out of thin air. Spooky, scary skeletons. I love the atmosphere in Dragon Age Origins. Even though it's a dated game by now, it still holds up. And this atmosphere would creep me out the first time I played it, this DLC. I don't get that same creepy sensation in other similar creepy locations in Dragon Age 2 or Inquisition. It's just not the same. The world building isn't the same anymore. The game, the franchise, is no longer the same.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men! I won't lie to you! The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up! I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows! So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them. Not much is known of King Arland. The War of Succession that followed his death, now that was a piece of work. Lasted nearly a decade, and almost burned Denerim and the palace to the ground. Loads of history was lost, but maybe there's answers to that inside. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
What? That damn ghost paralyzed me. This place is haunted. A letter from Ban. Okay, so we gotta read this. Ban. Matthew and Wolf. Wow. Yeah, they didn't fuck around back then.
Do not let them overwhelm us. As you say. I shall do it. It's begun.
What was it that I needed to increase? Was it dexterity or was it strength? .34 dexterity. 36 strength, 34 strength. So
What's next?
my computer is making weird noises. Oh, of course, it's the virus installer again. I'm good, bro. I've already got one installed. Come on, damn it. Stupid. Oh, really? Sorry about that. Windows 10, you know. Never have this problem with Windows 7. Look how much trash items we find. Actually, now that I'm thinking of it. I need to wear the archivist sash so I get more spooky, scary monsters.
I suppose violence is the solution.
It has begun. I shall do as you say. It has begun.
I love how there's such a wide variety of demons in Dragon Age Origins. I love that so much. Let's see. Princess Garnet. History of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 2.
The door won't hold, Archivist.
Almost done. The truth must be told.
What does it matter? We're dead.
Our grand rebellion so close. And to die here, a stillbirth.
We never should have done it. Wardens aren't supposed to oppose kings and princes.
Should we stand idly by?
Another one. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? If only the book weren't burned. But Sophia must have had her reasons. The Wardens are heroes. Some injustices just can't be ignored. How's that different from what you're doing with Tairn Loghain? You lead a harder life than I.
I actually would have said, well, Levy, for starters, I was there to see the fucker withdraw from the battle. He's a traitor. He blamed everything on us because we're scapegoats. We're easily believed to be scapegoats. Where's the history of Soldier's Peak Part 1? Oh, okay, right here. Or if you want to read this, just pause. Oh, Brother Genitivi. Well, I'll be. I always thought that Archivist was what's his face? Avernus, but I guess they're two different characters. I guess. Oh, this is not good. Not good.
Make them pay for every inch, men! Hold the flank! Avernus, we need you!
Nelatep obrasoth sirvan net bekon.
Andraste's blood! What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes!
Keli e benfotos victos.
Press them! Ow!
To fight the king's men!
Fool! So much death, suffering, and oh yes, blood. The veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Acolytes,
The breach.
retreat now. The
That's
battle
what they
is
call
lost.
it. The Inquisition.
Avernus!
It's called the breach.
What just happened? Oh no, more fighting.
What?
Do not
What
let them
is
overwhelm
it?
us. I should... Get off!
Oh, we gotta kill these
It's begun.
Make a brigade!
guys. I was used to going for the big bosses. No.
Away with you!
Let's make this quick!
How can you kill a god?
Blast!
Watch out! Here comes trouble!
For the fool's day! It is begun. Now we do battle. Let's make this quick!
Kidding me? Fucking asshole! This
The
fucking
Warden
asshole was alive
summoned
the whole
demons.
time, healing
Can't
him.
believe it. And my grandmother, she knew.
Stupid. Warrens forbid blood magic. That's actually a lie. Oh wait, no. They don't forbid blood
I
magic.
believed
Anything
that
takes
my
to win.
family was better than that. But answers may lay up ahead.
Stupid fucking skeleton asshole was still alive the whole fucking time. Healing him. Oh, I'm special. Oh, I'm healing him. Ha 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 ha. Fucking bastard. Tier 5. Alluvian. Should just go ahead and smash it right now. If there's the option to do it. Because that's what that thing is. It's an activated alluvian. It's funny how, even though they don't specifically say what these things are here in Dragon Age Origins or Awakening, there's more in-depth backstory and lore on all these things. Demons, blood magic, abominations, alluvians, than there are in Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. Nuts, isn't it?
Careful! I think they've seen us!
Looks dead, right?
You will learn to fear me! Now we can attack!
It is begun. What a fine thing we've done!
Raspberry jam. I like that creepy music in the background.
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you. Because this peak is mine. This one is the
Holy
Trident,
fuck.
Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
No.
Fool!
Careful! I think they've seen us! Very well. As you said.
We don't do deals with demons.
Very well. Begun. Best be wary.
Let's grab some glory!
Just like you wanted.
Son of a bitch.
I can't believe my great-great-grandmother was still alive. Well, sort of alive, sort of dead. I need a drink.
That was very clearly a demon. And I think that's a painting of the divine. I think. And I can't even equip that damn yet. It was very clearly a demon.
Trap right ahead. Here! I shall. Right ahead.
'Tis your time to die! I am your death!
Yes.
You will learn to fear me! You should run while you can!
There we go. Look at that. Trapdoors.
Careful! I think they've seen us! Very well. Very well.
Let's see. What's the PC doing this time? Malware bites. No.
Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had 1 more, or a dozen. The things I could do.
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration. Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance? Only just. I have only a short time left.
Careful. This man has dabbled in matters forbidden by the Maker. He may look frail, but don't trust him.
So the Maker told you that, did he? Short-sighted men have forbidden my research, not any god. Enough. Why are you here? What is your intent? Agreed. This must be the first priority. The only priority. An admirable goal. But in order to achieve this, the demons must be cut off forever. They were necessary. Any tool, any iota of information that could defeat the fell demons was justified. As a warden, you should know that.
Necessary. Having to relieve yourself after an 8-hour ride is necessary. But there's no excuse for summoning demons.
Charming. A combination of my research and blood magic. But even without that, who else would brave Soldier's Peak? And here, I thought you would rescue me. There is a precise mystical balance here. My every breath is dedicated to keeping the tear in the veil from ripping wider. And you would kill me now? Your narrow-minded actions would ensure that this place teems with their kind. To what questions, I wonder? Ask. To stop the demonic tide, to correct the miscalculations of the past. Blood magic comes from demons. They could counter every bit of law I knew. But the darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has power. The Wardens use it merely to sense darkspawn, a triviality. My research has discovered so much more. Its knowledge could not only save Soldier's Peak, with it the Wardens could grow even more powerful. I have done what I must. But let me undo my greatest of mistakes. Let me cleanse this place. Then I will accept whatever justice you feel I merit. It was necessary. It was vital. The few meager years of life they would have spent trapped in this tower were nothing compared to the greater goal. I gave their death meaning. You've already read my research. But in time, with the proper materials, I could learn so much more. Yes? The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it, but that can only go so far. What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she, too, is no more. He ruled with fear and poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then, but the kingdom lives on.
This sounds a lot like Daggerfall. A prequel Dragon Age would be awesome.
Too many mouths to quiet. Sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tirn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory. Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped. Is it? You lost many family members that day. I saw the Tyrn's head on the meeting table, with an apple in its mouth. Arland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlands to make them pliable. Perhaps, but it was survival. For months, I prepared the summoning circles, researched the darkest depths of the Fade. That moment was a triumph of demonic law. Dozens of demons, called by my hand. But with so many variables, I suppose, calculation errors were inevitable. Ah, I was so close. She gave the order. I would have summoned the demons anyway. Only under Wardens can true magical research continue. A chance to rediscover the secrets of ancient Tevinter.
Oh, Lord.
Chantry lies told to subjugate the mages, to keep them docile. And how do you know they are right? Their faith would have you swallow a great deal for small comfort. Yes?
Master Mage, sir, my family name has been worth less than dirt for over a century. Do you have any proof that Sophia was a hero?
The boy who braved the mists. So you heeded my call. Ha 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 ha, and you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor. He was but a boy when he entered the tunnels below the peak. His heart pure, his character certain. In dreams, I gave him the keys he would need. He would be my deliverance. Your great-great-grandmother was the best of us. Brave, charismatic, fiery, utterly devoted to the fight. But still we lost. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full of vigor then, so blind to consequence. But proof? There's none to be had.
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
So be it. My only request, if justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with. We must go to the Great Hall. There I will repair the damage I caused so long ago. There will be peril. The demons will fight us every step of the way. Come.
Oh, what's it doing now? What's it doing now? Oh my god. That dude just stuck to the wall.
finished.
That's like a little kid. That's a little kid skeleton in a cage.
We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed. I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin. First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
No quarter shall be given. As you say. Very well. I shall do it.
I never liked it.
Careful! I think they've seen us. Come, let us end this. There is no glory in bloodshed! I shall do it. Very well.
Defend yourself! It's your time to rise!
Shall we go? I shall do it.
It's over. The veil is strong now. Stronger, at least. I said
Smash
I'd
the
submit
Illuvian.
to judgment, and so I shall.
That's
Can
what
I be
Duncan
left
did,
to
just throw your sword at
experiment in
it.
peace?
Smash it.
With what time I have left, I will do this. It may take months or years for my research to reach fruition. When it does, I will send for you. Thank you for this, Warden.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. That old geezer of Avernus deserves the gallows if you ask me, but people will do queer things to survive. But if he does the proper research, without the sacrifices and blood magic and all, maybe he'll turn up something good. But there was no proof to redeem my family. Well, thanks, Warden. For so long, I was focused on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again. It is. In time, it might liven up, though. You're gathering an army, after all. The fortress may do some good with that. An honour. If you ever want to talk again, I'll be here. And I'll have some of my wares to sell.
Looks like we're done here. a demonic invasion thwarted, a Warden base safely rescued. We do good work.
No option to smash the Alluvian. What a joke. Huh. I seem to remember that sword being a lot more powerful than that. Oh, that's Soldier's Peak, everyone. And now, when we leave and come back, we'll have a dedicated storage chest.
If there's anything I can... I'm sure you'll be... Weird.
Very nice indeed. Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else. Certainly.
Once the Dryden's were strong. We will be again one day.
What can I do for you, Warden? I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions, even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged, it gave us strength to make something of ourselves. King Arlen sounded like a right nasty piece of work. Sophia was branded a traitor. She consorted with blood mages. But in spite of it all, I think she was a hero. Family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right? Haven't heard a peep from him. Seems to like keeping to himself. But I keep telling the children to stay away from the tower.
So this is our third DLC that we completed.
You? You're the Warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount. I have a family full of traders living a soft life, getting fat. I chose to learn the way of metal and stone. It keeps me strong. Indeed, I have spent my life studying steel, dragonbone, and more. I learned all I could in human lands, and exiled dwarves taught me more. Give me the finest metals and materials, and I can make wonders for you.
Wow. That's... wow.
Of course.
Yes?
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is. It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
What a great
I've
character.
watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them. Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings? Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless. Indeed, Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought. It speaks. Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go. Refreshing. Normally such words would be accompanied by the wave of a control rod. I shall remain as it asks. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling. It speaks. Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Master Astronaut, I can if it like. I've never met another. I wouldn't be like them. Why? They not... Did I say it was bad? It thinks I hang on its every word, waiting for approval. I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing. Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions. Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting. It speaks. It doesn't have better things to do. I like to think of them as accessories. I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation. As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will. Not really, although now that I think of it, these attempts may be what caused my disruption. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me. Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more. Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing such? I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague. Clever and true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing. And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time, I forgot I hadn't stood there all along. In fact, at first, I found it more of a relief. For so many years, I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first, I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed, an acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring. Possibly. Except that he was not experimenting with the crystals at the time, I think. But my memory is not good. It may be correct. Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much. And now it knows, and doesn't it feel better? Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
And it feels better now, doesn't it?
It speaks. It doesn't have better things to do. Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it. I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh. That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag. I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out. With a chisel and a lot of nerve. He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it? Hag. I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark. I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention. Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it? It speaks. It doesn't have better things to do. That part I know, as Wilhelm often bragged about it to whomever was willing to listen to him. He claimed to have found me in the deep roads. I was in the ruins of a TEAGG, he said, deactivated, with my control rod not far away. It was a hobby of his, scavenging. One of the reasons he traveled so much is that he was looking for entrances into the deep roads, old places the dwarves had long forgotten. And then he would sneak down and search for magical treasure, before anyone was the wiser. No, that secretive bastard refused to tell me. I would ask and ask, but no. He used to say that one day, if I were compliant and didn't talk back at his wife, he would take me there and I could look around myself. Rotten, lying bastard. If I had his head in my hands now, I would squeeze it like a giant lemon. Squish. I think I remember a battle. It was long before, and then there was darkness. Bah, in short, no, I do not remember why I was there. It makes no difference. I wouldn't have had to put up with the twit, and I would be none the wiser. I don't think I was aware while I was there. Not like in the village. Or perhaps I was. Perhaps that was the dark place, and I simply couldn't see anything. How long could even I sit in the darkness and stare out at nothing, never sleeping? Oh, I do not wish to think of that. On then.
I know I said it was like the third DLC I completed, but there's still more of...
It doesn't have better things to do. I do not sleep, so
DLC.
Yes, and I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it. Oh, yes. It certainly was the height of intrigue to listen to the accounts of how young Dornan had scandalized the village by his purchase of an Orlesian hat. And the argument that those two muddy farmers had over the price of barley for a whole summer. Riveting. And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out. Vermin. How would it like to be paralyzed, with squeaking rats crawling all over it, and defecating? Those foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds, because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
It is begun.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Okay. So let's get this started with Redcliffe.
Pigeon crap.
Yes.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us? The Arl? Then you don't know? Has nobody out there heard? He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Teagan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Teagan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Teagan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Teagan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things. So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar. Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault. Some call them the walking dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Caelan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arleman.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle. Of course. I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes? Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more. Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss. Should the monsters find their way in. I would prefer not to fight in the chantry, but if they come, then so must it be. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible. I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead? Spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him. Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight.
Returned yet?
Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness.
They're gone.
Blessed art thou
Gone
who seeks
on a
his
long
return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to hold.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Yes? All right. Let me take a look. No, I can't believe this. I won't.
I want to go home. Where's Father?
Oh.
Why can't we go home?
Just goes running out.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since. I am. You've heard of me? Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh, no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot, too. Maker's blessings upon you.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet. I shouldn't be such a crybaby. With Mother gone now, I have to be brave. I can't help myself. I'm so frightened. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too. I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody. You will. Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl. I want the children to hear you.
But night is coming.
This is the real Walking Dead.
Ah, fresh air.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle. So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king. Could be that I did. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight. I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge. We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help. I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left. Alright, just don't destroy anything, damn you.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So, I open the door. I've got nothing of value for you. The military's taken whatever I had. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is. Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? My girl, Velena, is one of the Arlessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone! You say I'm crazy? I'd say my daughter's all I've got to live for. Murdoch and the village don't matter. None to me. Tell you what. If you want me to do repairs for Murdoch and his men, promise me you'll go into the castle and find my daughter. Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can. I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, you know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Oh man, Morgan hates me now.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up. Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old, anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Of course.
Wow, this is garbage. Ugh.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget. We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses. He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out. There's not much time before sundown. The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else? You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
I'm ready.
No, I don't think so.
What are you doing? All right, I'll come out. Please,
well, hey
don't
there,
hurt
little
me.
boy.
I'll go back to the chantry if you want.
How you doing?
I didn't mean any harm.
Well, my name's Mr. Herbert.
I just didn't want to be at the chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Are there any other codex entries? This is a cute house.
task?
It's done.
Stupid thing. Alright, now where's the dwarf?
What shall we do?
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home. No, have to run the place. It's not like I could stop people like you anyway. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here. So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town. So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go, if you want me out there so badly. Spoken like someone who doesn't know me very well. Go tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Oh, I'll be in Square, the castle. You have no idea.
Stop fidgeting.
I don't like being out here, Dwin.
You know, we don't have the men we need.
Hello again.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you. The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Oh no, he's cute. This out-of-the-way house is very easy to miss.
Yes? What can I do for you? I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
A task?
What now?
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'll have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny. Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy. What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly, He gropes me and pays me next to nothing. But I suppose it could be worse. Not like I got many options. No, that'll just make things worse. And that's very sweet, but I'll be fine. I'd like that. And maybe we could talk after the battle tonight. If we're still here, that is. Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight? That's good to hear. I didn't know that. Keep safe.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travellers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes? Brave words, brave words. Well, we'll see when night falls, won't we? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope. Fine. Make them quick. Not much. Says his name's Berwick. Arrived here more than a week back. Waiting for his brother, he says. I've never seen him before, but he paid good for his room. Quiet sort. I'm not abandoning my tavern because of a few monsters. The second I'm in the chantry, Murdoch and his men will be here drinking all my ale. Not a lot. Castle guards stopped coming in about a week back. It's unusual, too. They were my main source of business. After a few days, I thought it strange enough to ask. But nobody heard anything. Anyone going up to the castle didn't come back. When the first attack hit, I locked myself in the cellar. I say we just wait for help to come. I'm not abandoning my tavern because... Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward. But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said... Fine, I'll go. But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
I see you got that bastard Lloyd to join the militia. It's about time he did something to help out. I guess this Puts me in charge. Poor Lloyd will have an apoplexy just thinking about it, eh? Fair enough. Let me see what Lloyd stored in the back. You can help yourself.
Not looking for company. Elves aren't allowed to travel? Great. Thanks for permission. I said I'm not looking for company. Why? I don't live here. Just waiting until I can leave again. What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why? No reason. I just didn't know how you knew my name, that's all. Oh, I guess that, makes sense. Look, I don't know you, and I don't want to. I was just told to... just leave me alone. Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people. I'm not here to hurt anyone, I swear. I'll tell you what you want to know, just don't kill me! This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear! Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it, do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me. Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
So, if we read this letter...
So I take it you did not enjoy your temple training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail, I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Yourself?
No word from the castle?
No, all is still, as it has been for days.
Say no more.
The Arl lives.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Teagan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient? Very well then, my lord. I am humbly at your service. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost. We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered. No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly? Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime? Ask me whatever you wish. You know about as much as I do. I returned a day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others returning from the Arlessa's quest. Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop, and I don't believe we will be enough. When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, Arlessa Isolda came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here. We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish. The Jarl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told. Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks. Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood. As you wish. We retrieved more oil from the village store. It is ready to use as our first line of defense, as you suggested. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the mayor, ask me whatever you wish. As you wish, my lord.
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you. Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a man of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task? I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give. I can pray with them and give them my blessing, but Sir Perth wants me to call upon the Maker to shield them from evil.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that. I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice. I do not approve of magery and such, but the symbols of the Chantry are holy and blessed by the Maker, not the work of mages. I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last. As you wish, my lord. Maker watch over you.
Oh, she's mad. She's mad.
repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it. There's not much time before sundown. The men's spirits are high for now. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, overall I'd say... Is there anything else? Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sup. Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready! It's the same men. Careful! I think they've seen us!
Monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help! Come on! We need to hurry!
Powers, be wary. back!
Now we get our
Give them the advantage! As you say, don't give them the advantage! No quarter shall be given. Very well.
No quarter!
It is begun.
begin the onslaught.
As you say. Very well. It is begun. It is begun. Very well.
Oh, is Lloyd dead? He is dead.
Dawn arrives. Right. Yes. Must remember, not were it not for the we'll celebrate, don't you think?
Let us bow heads and give honor to who how they walk with he who is their maker. May they know the peace
Where to attack?
I'm still amazed we made it through the night in one piece and won. They'll be telling stories about this for years, I bet. Fighting's not over. We still have Darkspawn to battle, and if the Arl sends out the call, I'll be there for him. If you'll excuse me, I think I'll offer the Maker a bit of thanks for not choosing to be a wrathful god today. Good luck to you.
Better soak in the vista before the massacre begins.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family. Perhaps I should have gone into the castle earlier, but I could not leave the villagers. Maker's breath.
Teaggan, thank the Maker you yet live.
Isolde, you're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Teaggan. Alone. What? Who is this man, Teaggan?
You remember me,
What annoying
Lady
bitch.
Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Teaggan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and haunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Teaggan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
Stupid, fucked up family.
I beg your pardon? That's a rather impertinent accusation. An evil I cannot fathom holds my son and husband hostage. I came for help. What more do you want from me?
But I do not understand what you mean by this evil. Did it create the walking corpses? What is it?
Something the mage unleashed. So far it allows Eamon, Connor and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why.
I'm gonna have to go full Grey Warden on this shit to put an end to
come
it.
for you, Teaggan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help.
Okay, shut up.
He is an infiltrator, I think. One of the castle staff. We discovered he was poisoning my husband. That is why Eamon fell ill.
Eamon was poisoned?
He claims an agent of Terran Logain's hired him. He may be lying, however. I cannot say. Oh, Maker's mercy. Could it truly be a demon? I can't let it hurt my Connor. You must come back with me, Teaggan. Please. For Connor's sake. I promised I would return quickly and only with Teaggan. Teaggan, I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Teaggan. Bless you.
I cannot let Isolde return alone. Perhaps I can help Connor or Eamon. Perhaps this is really a trap, but this is my family. I must try. I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Shrill harpy.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say? then it's for the best. I would prefer to go inside with you, but I have no choice in the matter. Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable. Greater evils have been loosed on the world.
No matter
but I will
what.
not argue with you.
And you know what's going to happen.
So we are just going to send him with that woman? It seems so dangerous.
But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
Let's see. Alrighty. We need to sell some of this shit because we're not gonna have any room. We are not gonna have any room left. So we gotta go make room. And I'm going full-blown Duncan on this situation. This is ridiculous. How stupid this whole fucking family has been in allowing this shit to get out of control.
Good to see you in one piece. Do you have news of Elena yet? Well, I'll give it... Right.
Chainmail, gloves, scales, splint mail, heavy chainmail, heavy chainmail. Don't worry, we'll find your daughter. I'm surprised that my kill ratio is even comparable with everyone else, considering how
I finished.
They always seem to get way more kills than me. Ah, here we go. No, I don't want to do that quest yet.
The irregulars thank you. Upon you, Warden.
Grease the wheels. Over here.
A little something extra.
Yeah, my network is fine, Twitch. I don't know why it's acting like that. There was a net... This is... So I guess it's just going to keep saying, oh, there's a network error, and then cut off. Yeah, that article was not helpful at all in the slightest. Ooh, error 2000. So I guess that's the new thing. I guess it's going to keep doing that.
Move along, friend. Oh, wonderful. I always appreciate correspondence from my upstanding friends in the Collective. On behalf of myself and my men, I thank you. I'll make sure the Collective's generosity is reciprocated. On your way now.
Yeah, we're stuff down, like now.
I wonder who built this stuff.
These things can have unusual powers. Be wary. Very well. Hello? Who's there? Is there anyone alive out there? Wait, you don't look like the Arlessa's guards.
Stupid ass blood mage.
You've spoken to her? Then you know what I did. I'm not proud of my deed. Poisoning Arlessa was what I was hired to do. Lady Isolda had no idea when she took me in to tutor her son, of course. I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already imprisoned when all that began. At first, Lady Isolda came here with her men, demanding that I reverse what I'd done. I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpse. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment me and destroy Redcliffe. She had me tortured. There was nothing I could do or say that would appease her.
Yeah, you deserved it,
so
mage.
They left me to rot. I was instructed to by Terran Loghain. I was told that Arlessa was a threat to Ferelden, that if I dealt with him, Loghain would settle matters with the Circle. You see, I'm a Maleficar, a blood mage.
You? A blood mage? Truly? I would never have guessed.
A blood mage? Well, that isn't good.
I dabbled in the forbidden arts, and they condemned me to death for it. I thought Loghain was giving me a chance to redeem myself. But he's abandoned me here, hasn't he? Everything's fallen apart, and I'm responsible. I have to make it right somehow. I have to. It was terrified. Take him away. Inside the teach her son in seed. Her husband had no magic, but he may have veil. With the veil to the Fade torn, spirits infiltrate the car, those walking corpses. Because he would be taken away forever. A mage cannot inherit a title, even the son of a powerful Arl. She's also a pious woman. Her son having magic was humiliating. No, she was adamant that he never find out. She said that he'd do the right thing, even if it meant losing their son, and that infuriated her. But he's still very young. He can barely cast a minor spell, never mind something more powerful. At least not intentionally. Like I said, he may have torn the veil accidentally. If he's involved in this at all, I really don't know.
What the hell? Firefox just
I never meant for it to end like
quit
this.
out.
I swear. Let me help you fix this.
I say this boy could still be of use to us, but if not, then let him go. Why keep him prisoner here?
Hey, let's not forget he's a blood mage. You can't just set a blood mage free.
Better to slay him. Better to punish him for his choices. Is this Arlessa who speaks, or the Templar?
I'd say it's common sense. We don't even know the whole story yet.
He wishes to redeem
damn it.
himself. Doesn't everyone deserve that chance?
Like yourself?
Oh, a runtime
you
broker.
mean? Everyone deserves a chance to redeem themselves in the Maker's eyes. This man, no less than any.
I don't know. He is a blood mage. But this is an unusual situation.
Give me a chance, please.
Modules installer. Modules installer.
Why can you not? Must he be destroyed simply for what he is? Which is such a crime, I see. So be it.
I understand, and I accept it. Do what you have to. Very well.
Murder knife time. Hang on a sec. Because the modules installer is going in. Because that's so bloody important. It's so imperative that that service is running. And all these other background services. And then Firefox can't run. And then this and that can't run. And blah, 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 blah. The whole thing is having a fucking meltdown. Because of it. And that's not even loading anyway. Screw off. And everything that was going on that Dragon Age. That Dragon Age. Upload. Okay. As long as that's fine. Tolerate Firefox when it's complete absolute garbage? I don't know. Maybe because I've been indoctrinated into it. Fuck off, Malwarebytes. You don't need to hear your stupid native message system. We all get it. There's malware, there's viruses, blah blah blah. Yeah, we get it. We get it. I have to sign it again. Of course. That surprises no one. Because search function has been disabled for months now. Okay, what had happened was The computer was freaking out. Some background processes were acting stupid. Can I check his corpse? Wow, everybody hated that decision. Well, guess what? It was mine to make. Okay? You might not always agree with the Warden Commander's decisions, but when they're being made in times of stress, we require a treaty from Redcliffe for a fucking blight. This fucking blood mage asshole poisoned the Arl, hindering him, debilitating him, incapacitating him, removing him from the picture. Essentially, he became a hindrance, an obstacle, i.e. indirectly becoming enemy of the Wardens. He's hindering our quest. He needs to go. So before anybody wants to come in and argue, oh, you shouldn't have killed that mage, fuck him. He's a blood mage. He's a stupid idiot. Just watch what happens when I play the mage playthrough. It's not going to be much better. Okay, so to recap, there's a fucking blight going on. Much worse shit happening than some stupid flighty royals who were too stupid to do a background check on a mage. She was too stupid to let her husband know. Pretty much this whole situation could have been avoided if people were smarter. And we're going to put a stop to all this in this one visit. So there's really no reason to have that useless mage around anyway. Because he's not going to help. He's not going to be of any use.
Very well.
You will run freely.
Yes.
We take the kid out of the picture in some fashion because he's a fucking mage. And his dumbass mom declined to let his father know this, so the proper precautions could not be taken. So I don't care if we have to leave to get ashes and come back. His poisoning, this whole quest is twofold. His poisoning was not because of the kid, it was because of the mage. We took care of the mage. Now, the kid, that's his mom's fault, because she hid the truth.
Come, let us end this.
But if you want to know how Duncan would do things, that's exactly what he would fucking do. Did he hesitate to murder Sir Jory? No.
It is begun. It is begun. Very well. It is begun. That went well. These things can have unusual powers. Be wary. It's begun. By the Maker! Begun. Now we do
Oh, look, there's more.
very well.
Of course there is.
Do not let them overwhelm us.
Oh my god.
It is begun. As you
I never liked this part.
as you said.
Let's
Of course, there's only millions of them. Oh, believe me, if you never played this game, or this quest, this part of the game, you will get sick of these fuckers. Very early, you will get sick of them. Wave after 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 wave of undead. And being pragmatic, you would get rid of the source of this shit, so it could not happen again. And maybe the dumb fucking mom,
unusual powers. Be wary.
the Arlessa, learn a lesson. Don't hide things from your husband.
It has begun.
How about that? Yeah, you go ahead and stay dead.
It shall be done.
Oh, here we go. Because everyone's a zombie here.
It shall be done. Begun. I shall be
Please, don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't hit me. My name's Valena. The Arlessa's maid. Is she all right? What happened to everyone? I don't know where everyone else is. The Arlessa was in the hall with Connor, but I haven't been there in a long time. You know my father. I want to go back to the village. Is there a way out of here? But the monsters...
I'll find my way. I can run fast and I know the castle. Thank you.
That was like a Resident Evil moment. Yeah, this whole quest, I mean, when you look it up, the whole plot of it is just hinging on people's stupidity. It's the whole reason why half of it happened.
No true reason to fight us. As you said.
The way it did.
Shall be done.
Oh, more pit bulls to kill.
Shall be done. As you said.
There is no glory in bloodshed!
I disagree. If it bleeds, you can kill it. Okay. That's where she was hiding. Okay.
Impossible.
Uh-oh.
It is begun. I shall do that very well. Shall we
And also, back to my earlier point, if you want to be super technical, the Arlessa is culpable. She's complicit. She hid the fact that her son's a mage from her husband and brought in a fucking blood mage, regardless if she knew he was or not, into the castle, already endangering the lives of many. So technically, she's the sole responsibility of all this, because she's an idiot. But there's no option to punish her, so it really that she's so unlikable, shrill and screechy, bitchy, and antagonistic.
I shall go.
Some glory!
Shall be done very well. It is begun. Shall be done. It is begun.
It is.
You have opened the gates. That is good. My men and I are eager to see our Arl again. Shall we enter the main hall together? It must be held if we are to regain control of the castle. Excellent. Let us go now, then, and see what awaits us there.
So these are our visitors? The ones you told me about?
Yes.
Wow.
Connor.
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers? The ones I sent to reclaim my village.
Yes.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is just a man, Connor. Like your father.
Oh, I am tired of hearing about him. Besides, he's nothing at all like Father. Look at him. Breathing and not dying in the slightest. I could change that, mind you.
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother?
Such a pious woman.
What's happening?
Yet
Where
she
am I?
enables a clearly
thank the
possessed
Maker.
demonic child.
Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Maker's breath. What has happened here?
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible for what he does.
Yeah, you are.
No! Don't say that!
So,
You're both
the boy has
responsible.
become an abomination and sundered the veil.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Demon. He started all this. He summoned
You're wrong,
this
it's
demon.
you.
Connor
You're the
was
one who brought him in.
just trying to help his father.
You hid
And
the
made a
fact he was
deal
a
with
mage.
the demon to do so? Foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This man will have the audience he seeks. Tell us, what have you come here for? So you're a concerned well-wisher. Why didn't you say that in the first place? All this sneaking around and killing is so unnecessary. But Father is so very ill. We really shouldn't disturb him. Isn't that right, Mother?
I don't think...
Of course you don't! Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, it's getting dull. I crave excitement and action. This man spoiled my sport by saving that stupid village, and now he'll repay me.
Oh, here we go.
Of all the
Right it all!
As you say.
Oh, good! Oh, you motherfucker.
We must be wary!
You motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Tegan. Oh, Tegan. Are you alright?
I am... better.
Blessed
Shut
and
up,
rested.
bitch.
Please.
Shut up. I'm
Connor's
done
not
listening to you.
responsible for this. There must be some way we can save him. Yes.
Clearly the
Shut
child
up.
is an abomination.
I'm done.
There
I'm
is
done enabling this fucking
only
whore.
one way to stop it.
He's
And
not
this
always
stupid
the demon
fucking
you saw.
family.
Connor is still inside him, and sometimes he breaks through.
Isn't that what
Shut up,
started this?
cunt.
You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they discovered Connor had magic, then they'd take him away. I thought if he learned just in
I think he ran upstairs, to the family quarters.
violence scares him. I know that sounds strange. He may have run... I don't know. The fighting may have scared Connor into...
So you're saying he may be vulnerable?
Perhaps. Upstairs in his room. I think the demon has been keeping him alive.
So if we destroy...
Then my husband may perish. Yes. None. I trusted Logain. Why wouldn't I?
And Eamon knew nothing of your plans. Do you not realize what you've done, Isolde?
Eamon would only demand we do the right thing. I was not going to lose my son. Make her help me, I know. I should be punished, not Connor.
I wouldn't normally suggest slaying a child, but he's an abomination. I'm not sure there's any choice.
We can't kill a young boy, demon or no demon.
Connor is my nephew. But he is also possessed by a demon. Death would be merciful.
No. What about...
No.
Can we do nothing else?
Killing the child is the quickest course, but to say there is nothing else possible would be a lie. We can confront the demon in the Fade, though not easily.
What do you mean? The demon is within Connor.
No, it lies in the Fade and controls the boy from there. We can follow that connection, however, and do battle with its
No,
true
Morrigan.
form.
So you can enter...
We're not doing that.
Possible to?
No.
Yes. Able to? Perhaps not. Entering the Fade requires lyrium as well as numerous mages to perform the ritual.
Neither of which we have. Please, don't.
Do not make this any
No,
harder
shut
than
up.
it is.
Who says he?
Shut up.
This is what
Shut
must...
up.
No!
Shut up.
It isn't
Shut
right.
up.
Please don't do this.
Shut up, you cunt.
Maybe.
Shut up.
Go and do this
Shut up.
quickly. We must save Eamon.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Everyone shut the fuck up.
Yes.
You've gone and pissed me off.
Very well. Shall be done. Quickly, we must fight!
Where I'm getting fucking killed, I'm getting mogged by these fucking enemies, and I'm a higher level, and I'm getting mogged. My weapon may as well just be a plastic toy.
Watch out! I shall take it. It has begun. What shall be done? It has begun. It shall be done. Very well, as you say.
Oh, an arranged corpse.
Very well.
You're about to become just a regular corpse. Cunt. A helpful assassin. Could have been anything and ended up being an assassin. That's your fault. It's literally no one else's fault. Oh, how what really pisses me about her, she refuses to take any sort of personal accountability for the fucking shit that she's done, that she's enabled to happen. She's taken exactly zero fucking accountability for any of it.
No, I cannot.
She's just like, oh, it's the Blood Mage's fault. It's blah 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 blah's fault. It's the elves' fault. It's the Thalmor. No, this fucking shit ends now. Because realistically thinking, if I leave the threat intact, he's gonna send more demons. I just went back downstairs for some fucking reason. I don't know why, because I'm mad now. If I leave the threat behind, he's gonna summon more undead on the city. On the village. So why would I do that? Of course there'll be more undead to fucking fight, because why won't there be?
These things can have unusual powers. Be wary. Begun. It shall be done. Very well. It shall be done. Begun.
Also, that kid, he's a fucking mage. He can't inherit any titles or land or anything. He has to go to the circle and live there for the rest of his fucking life.
Very well.
Like, that's it.
As you said, it's begun. Shall we done?
Basically being disowned and unpersoned and forgotten. So why even bother? Like, why even bother? But sure, Isolda, it's everyone else's fault. It's everyone else's fault. Not yours, though. Not your fault.
And you'd like...
What now?
And you know what? Not everyone's going to agree with what the leader does or says. Not everyone's going to agree. And that's fine. But I'm the leader. And that's how it's going to be. The game really after having slogged through the vanilla way many times, I want to play it my way. And I feel no inclination to go out of my way to procure items to save some fucking possessed kid whose mother is an atheist. You started the shit with him?
Don't give them the advantage. Let's be wary.
Is that all you got?
Come on, you fucking bastard. And now you can sit there and make the argument, well,
what we've learned.
Well, you have to go to the circle anyway. You have to go to the circle anyway. But then we have to leave Redcliffe alone with the demon child. So, and you honestly think anyone there is going to have the stones to put it out of its misery? I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think so. And it's what Duncan would do. It's called being pragmatic and being practical. And it's what you would do in this situation when there's more important shit happening.
No! Don't go near him! She'll get angry! She'll get...
Very well.
Okay. That's fine.
It is done!
I shall do it. It has begun.
Oh, more undead. What a surprise. What a surprise. Are we sick of these things yet? Are we tired of fighting them yet?
There is no glory in bloodshed.
Run while you can! Now we get
Very well. It has begun.
Oh, the Grey Warden!
Bye. I swear I never get any of the good kills.
Dirty on him, his boy. He doesn't deserve this. There must be another option. The circle must know some spell.
Nope.
An exorcism will not help him, my lady.
Make her help me.
Nope.
There must be some other way. No.
Nope.
It doesn't have to be this way. What?
Nope.
What if
Nope.
he was...
Shrill
No.
fucking harpy.
Please.
Get out of my fucking way, bitch. Get out of the way. You brought this upon yourself. Murder knife time.
What have you done? It was just a boy.
See how she always blames people?
I tried so
Trying to
hard
guilt
to
trip,
save him.
trying to push blame.
And what am I
She's
left
the
with?
one who hid the Fatu's mage.
Nothing.
She's the one who brought
I
a blood
wonder just
mage
how
into
long
the
Iman
castle.
will survive.
It's her
Now that the demon
fucking
cannot sustain
fault.
him.
Will I lose my whole family, do you think? Enough. I wish to mourn my...
Go to hell. How about that? Oh, she's just so run ragged, all slunched over. You're such a cunt. I fucking hate her. Out of every character in this game, she's stupid, she's obnoxious, her voice is shrill and annoying, always screaming. She refuses to shut her fucking mouth and think for one bloody second, if I had told someone, if I had consulted someone, instead of kept things secret, none of this shit would have fucking happened. So as far as I'm concerned...
So it is over. Connor is dead, and the
You're all
demon
enemies
gone
of
with
the
him.
Wardens.
With its creatures vanquished, the castle is back under our control. I thought I'd never see my brother again.
My son, your nephew, is...
How could I,
Shut
my
up,
lady?
cunt.
Eamon has much to mourn if he recuperates. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn. The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
Shut up.
That is a possibility. But there is a reason it's still an option. I am not simply grasping at straws.
My husband funded the research of... When Eamon fell
Shut
ill,
up.
they were unable
Shut up.
to locate Ginny.
Shut up.
In desperation, I sent more knights in search of the brother, or some clue of the urn's location.
Eamon is well respected and powerful. He can pull Ferelden together. If you wish to fight the Darkspawn, you will need him. No one else can. Even if I wish to do it myself, I cannot abandon Redcliffe to its own devices. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if any clues remain on his whereabouts. It is the only place to begin the search, I think. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
-5 disapproval. You think I fucking care? You know what happens to that fucking kid in the future? He's a fucking outcast. That's what happens. We don't tell people?
Allow me. I could do that for you. I finished.
So yeah, I don't feel sad for pixels on a screen. I don't feel sad for, you know, I mean, it's her fault. The kid was going to be thrown aside anyway. He would have been better off dead. And as far as I can see it, they're all complicit in aiding the Blight. Because they're hindering my quest with some stupid fucking shit that could have been avoidable in the first place. It could have been avoidable ages ago. But nope, Miss Dumb Twat Isolda. Oh, you know, oh. So there you go. And I'm not reloading. Just FYI, in case anyone thinks, oh, this is just to show what could happen. I'm not reloading. Wait, what? I guess I am reloading. I guess I am reloading.
Go away. She won't like you being here. She'll just try to hurt you. I know. I think the scary lady is afraid of you. She says you'll ruin everything. I can't hear her now, but she's never very far. I tried to stop her, but I can't. She said she'd help Father.
God, my voice is
I
just
didn't think she'd
blown
hurt
out.
everyone. Honestly, I didn't. She's a bad person. I heard her in my dreams, and then she was everywhere. Is that why you're here? Are you going to kill me? She said you would. What's going to happen to me? When I'm dead? He always sounds so scary. Will he be angry with me? I hope not. Is it going to hurt much? At least no one will be hurt anymore. And maybe Father can be helped. That's
What the
all
hell?
I wanted. Just do it then. I'll try. I don't know what to do, but I'll try. You'll never win! You'll never take him! He's mine!
It has begun.
Run while you can.
Very well. It has begun.
Here comes trouble.
Very well. It has begun.
Make us preserve us.
It has begun. Very well. Very well. It has begun. I think we work well together. As you say. It has begun.
By the Maker!
Let's see. Son of a bitch.
Stop! Stop! Please, have mercy on him. He's just a... No, of course not. But there must be another option. The Circle must know some spell or...
An exorcism will not help him, my lady.
Make her help me!
Shut up.
There must be some other way! We don't know that. You've defeated the demon's creatures. It might even go away on its... What? What if he was your son? Surely you would move mountains to save him.
You're just like Teagan, standing there grim-faced and telling me my son has to die.
It doesn't have to be like this. I thank you, Connor.
Mother.
Thank you.
Oh, it hurts.
Oh, woman! If I crushed
No, don't.
I'm sorry I called.
Please. Leave me alone with him. You were right. He can't be helped. I know that. I am his mother. I brought Connor into this world. Let me do what must be done. I beg you. You brute. Do it quickly. What have you done? It was...
Oh, bloody hell. So I guess that's another option. In case y'all didn't know. Because apparently that's what I'm doing. I'm showing multiple options for people. I can't stand
Connor. How?
The urn.
If your business leads you elsewhere,
My husband, when they were unable to locate...
I shall hand Redcliffe back to... Eamon is well respected. I shall hand Redcliffe back... Eamon is well respected. No...
I love seeing her staying there all broke and dispirited. Oh, she's not so prideful anymore, is she? I mean, she's too prideful to sit here and admit it was her fucking fault that her kid wound up the way that he is. So... I guess we're just supposed to leave. There's no other option. Because if we go and fight him, then talk to him, we have to fight the demon and kill it, and then... Yeah. So in case you're curious, that's what you have to do. If you want the little fucking kid to live. Which apparently I do.
Murderer. You would murder an innocent boy who has done nothing to you? Get out of my sight!
So long as it does not involve Connor's death.
But what can we do?
You can find lyrium and more mages at the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it. That is an excellent point. One of the treaties is also for the Circle of Magi, after all.
The tower is about a day's journey across the lake. You could attempt to get the mages' help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
Go to the tower quickly, then. The longer you are away, the greater the chances of disaster.
I don't know anybody who has played this game who actually fucking likes the Arlessa. She's such an asshole. Oh, it's always everyone else's fault but hers. Everyone else is the problem, not the Arlessa. She was just doing what she thought was right. This is what happens when you hand power over to stupid fucking people. Oh my god. So we need to go to Denerim.
Rough travels out here, eh? We even saw Darkspawn on the way in. We're delivering a message to the Chantry in Denerim. You? We saw a blood mage down near the Brazilian forest. We're off to tell the Chantry about him. I thought you said... Wait, you're serious? Hey, no need to get pushy. We were just in it for the experience.
And that's what happens, folks.
All men are the work of our Maker's hand. From the low...
And after much sweat,
Those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are bred and cursed by the Lord.
Take this. You've earned it.
Ridiculous.
You again? Is there something you need from me? Why do you return? My name is Wayland. I'm the assistant of the scholar Brother Genitivi. This is his house. He's an eminent scholar and researcher who serves the Great Chantry. When you first came in, I was hoping that you had news of Brother Genitivi. Wishful thinking, it seems. I haven't seen Brother Genitivi in weeks. He said no word. It's so unlike him. Genitivi was on the trail of the urn of sacred ashes. I fear he has gotten too close to the truth. Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genitivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genitivi, and they too have disappeared. Now, don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now. So be it. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Calenhard, investigating something in that area.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. All I discovered from going through his research was that he was staying at the inn. Yes, of course he told me, but I also went through his things to see if I could find other clues to his whereabouts. That's not true. I told you everything I know. Brother Genitivi told me about the inn, and that's all. Us? I mean me. There is no us. Bah! Why do I keep up this charade? I gave you a chance to turn aside and forget you ever heard of Genitivi and the urn, but you persisted. Now it has come to this. Andraste, forgive me, I do this in your name.
As you say.
We have done well!
Okay. Oh, what a mess. What a mess.
Are you sure I can't interest... I'm sure you...
Okay, I think I'm going to call it here. It's been exhausting, and having to repeat that several times. Because I was like, oh, look, this is what happens when you do this. Oh, this is what happens when you do that. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, we have to go anyway. So, it really doesn't matter. So, yeah.